me talk about it. I'm not huge on the I'm a survivor story because, again, I always feel that other people wanted to be survivors, and I don't want it to be like I'm bragging that I did something remarkable that someone else wouldn't have done. I think that we all want to survive and we all fight. Some are just given a better opportunity or have better research and development in their drugs to fight the fight. In 2007, I was diagnosed with stage 3, grade 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I was very, very sick. And at the time, we weren't sure that I would live. And at that time, I didn't know anybody who had survived cancer, so I was pretty sure I wouldn't. If it weren't for the research and development of the drug that I was taking, I wouldn't be here to have this conversation today. And that drug was only available for a few years before I started taking it, so I'm very grateful for that and for the doctors that have the ability to save lives. And that drug was also used for people who couldn't take chemo to prolong their lives, so it's still a very useful drug, and again, something that was just recently developed, and so it's why it's so important to continue to do research and development. I always say that people who have other cancers that don't have as positive an outcome as mine were no less fighters than I was. We all want to be survivors. Everybody fights as hard as they can fight, but not everybody's given the opportunity or has the research and funding that LLS does. But as I say, it was a scary time, but it's an interesting thing to have cancer and to see how people respond to you and the response that the community comes out in support of you. And so in an odd way, I felt very fortunate, very blessed to be able to have that experience. And it is just important to continue the fight for those who will need it and come down with this. So I did a lot of chemo, lost all my hair, so I have short hair now. But it comes back. The good news is you can be really, really sick and really, really well, and that there is, hope, and that there is possibility of living a perfectly healthy life. And again, when I was as sick as I was, you can't imagine that you'll ever be well again. And I'm sort of here to say that that's true, that can happen. Continue to support LLS. They do a fabulous job. We support it in our stores. We send out signage and support materials and sample fragrance vials or whatever we can do to make it a fun event for those participating.